Today's recipe is vanilla cookies with sprinkles. And the ingredients are flour, unsalted butter, baking powder, sprinkles, salt, cornstarch, egg, and sugar. First, we're gonna mix all the dry ingredients: flour, baking powder, and cornstarch. The cornstarch is gonna give softness to our cookie. In another bowl, we're gonna mix the granulated sugar with the unsalted butter, already melted. You can melt it in the microwave for about 20 seconds. Now, I'm gonna mix really well these two ingredients. And as you can see, I'm using a spatula. That's because I don't need to incorporate air in our mix. But if you have a hand mixer, you can do it in low speed. Now we add a pinch of salt and we also add 1 egg. We stir really well until combine all the ingredients. Now we add the dry ingredients. Remember, flour, cornstarch, and baking powder. We add the dry ingredients in 3 parts. And we mix really well. Not to overmix, remember. Just mix very slow until they get combined, and then we add the second part of the dry ingredients. Now we add the last part of the dry ingredients and we mix until combine everything. So once you cannot see any flour on your dough, we are ready to add the last ingredient, the sprinkles. The sprinkles are gonna give a colorful effect inside our cookies, also outside, but you're gonna love the colorful cookies we're gonna get after baking. In case you don't have sprinkles, you can use chocolate chips. And we refrigerate our dough for at least 1 hour. Now I need 1 silk pad, 1 tablespoon, flour, and of course our cookie dough. And I will put some flour on my fingers. To shape the cookies, I'm using 2 tablespoons per cookie. If you want to make them smaller, you can use less quantity, for example 1 tablespoon per cookie. Now I will keep doing this process until I finish to shape all the cookies. With this recipe, you're gonna get 16 cookies with the size that I'm using, 2 tablespoons per cookie. Once I have finished to shape all the cookies, I will put some flour on my fingers and press on top of each cookie to flatten them a little bit. In case that you don't have a silk pad, you can use wax paper or baking paper. If not, you can put some butter and flour on top of your baking mold. To bake the cookies, first preheat the oven at 170 degrees for 10 minutes. And we have to bake the cookies for 15 minutes at the same temperature. After this time, your cookies are gonna look like this. To decorate the cookies, we're gonna use 100 grams of powdered sugar and 2 teaspoons of water. We're gonna mix really well until we get the right texture. It has to be thick. Using a spatula or a teaspoon, we're gonna put some glaze on top of each cookie, and to do the final touch, we're gonna add some sprinkles on top. This is the final result. Very colorful cookies, soft, easy to make. Try this at home. I really enjoyed to make the recipe. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share with your family and friends. Have a good time. I will keep posting more recipes.